Hey Crafty Divas, it's Sherry. So, guess what? The recording did not take properly, so I gotta do the whole thing all over again. But this is how much I love y'all, so I'm gonna do it for you real quick, okay? So, you need a bowl, and you're gonna need your electric beater. If you don't have an electric beater, you can use a whisk or you can use a fork, but you're gonna have to whip it quite a bit. We need to whip this in total for 7 to 10 minutes, okay? In total. So here we go. You got base. You got whipped soap base. It came in a white jar like this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump this entire jar into a bowl. Most of the stuff has been pre-measured out today, so it should be pretty easy for you to whip this up really quickly. Okay. Now I'm going to be using this jar, so I'm going to try to get as much of it out as I can. Of course, you can wash your jar out if you need to. But it's pretty good. Alright, so first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to beat this. We're going to beat this for about 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to use, like, I would start off with a low speed. You can increase your speed if you want to, but I'm honestly not 100% sure if there is a specific speed that we should use. So I'm just going to roll with that. So I'm going to go ahead and beat this for 3 minutes or so, 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'll be back. All right, so I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so next we're going to add our coconut oil that has our preservative in it already. We're using Phenonip. So we added 0.75 ounces of oil and 0.1 ounces of Phenonip. And now we're going to whip this again for about 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, so the next step is to add in your fragrance oil. So again, these are pre-measured out. We're using 0.25 ounces of oil. So you can go ahead and pour the entire bottle of fragrance oil into your bowl. And we're going to mix this in for another 2 minutes, okay? So now if you are good and you don't want to add anything else to your soap, you can go ahead and put it into the jars because you now have a very beautifully fragrant whip soap. If you do want to add color though, that's when your micas are going to come into play. So I'm going to add blue mica. And it's best to start with a little and then add some more if you want a darker color. So I'm going to do 1 scoop of blue mica into my batch. Now, if you were going to do a double color, or excuse me, two different colors for yours, then you would want to actually take half of this out of this bowl and put it into another bowl and just do one small batch at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in. So at this point I have a really, really light blue, and I'm actually good with that because it's soap. But I do want to go through and just make sure that I scrape all my sides down and make sure I get the bottom of my bowl as well, because I want to make sure everything is very thoroughly mixed. Okay, so I'm just going to beat it just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in my jars. Now, I'll show you some clips from another video that I did so you can see how to use that pastry bag, or how not to use it, because I don't think I did it very well, but that's another story. But also so you could see what it looks like when you add some sugar to it. As you're scooping it in, you can like bang it down on the table to help it settle in the bottom, get some of the air out. That way you can get more into your jar. Now this soap is ready to use. You can just sit it in the bathroom and use it as you see fit. It will work for your hands or your body, but I do not recommend it for your face, and that's just simply because I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about the soap base to know whether or not it's good for your face. Alright, so there's my jar of soap. Alright y'all, so I'm going to take my bag. I always fold the top over so that I can put my hand under there and hold it. I do that for cake frosting. I don't know if that's going to apply here. Alright, so I'm going to take some white and I'm going to put it in my bag. That did not go as I planned. I wanted it to go down a little deeper. But it's okay. We'll make it work. So, I tried to concentrate my white on one side of the bag. So then I'm going to concentrate my blue and my pink in different quadrants of the bag. So I'm going to concentrate my blue over here. If you have a glass, I don't know if this cup will work, but if you have a glass, you could put this around the glass to make your life easier. That kind of works. Kinda. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to concentrate this blue on this side. And then we'll concentrate this pink on the other side. I lost my white, y'all, but I know it's in there. Well, now that I did that, I see I can definitely fit the rest in. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to squish it down so it don't come back out the top. Looks like all white. I can barely see the blue or the pink. I'm gonna get my jar ready. We're gonna cut the tip off here. It's gonna start to come down to the bottom. If you have like, there we go. If you have, I don't see no pink. Sorry, I was gonna say if you have cake decorating tips, then you could use those to get like a star effect. It's cool though, it's pretty. I like it. I'm not mad at it. Woohoo. So I did end up with some stripes. So I did end up with some stripes, but I did get a lot of white. I don't know if you can see that. You know, the camera is really bright. Can you see them colors? Okay, so that's one. But then, hey, check this out. We can add some sugar. Now, there's some lumps in my sugar, but we'll play around with that. So, you can actually add up to like equal parts of sugar in your whip. So I just put about a half a cup, but there should be about 8 ounces. It just completely changes the game. It also increases how much you make. Which means Sherry's gonna need another jar. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. We have made our whip soap. We made a regular whip soap with some different colors in it, and then we've made a whip soap that we added some sugar to, so it's going to give us some exfoliation. So thank you so much for watching. If you found anything in this video helpful, we would really love it if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you want to be notified whenever we go live or post a new video, make sure you click the notifications bell, and we'll see you next time. Until then, stay crafty.